Hello everybody, I hope everyone is doing well and welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to do a shop my stash. I woke up wanting to do a lilac inspired look, maybe with some pinks in there. So I'm going to choose products that fit that vibe. If you aren't familiar with my shop my stash videos, I basically go throughout my collection and choose products for a specific look or things that I haven't used in a while. It gives me the chance to use some older products. And I recently just decluttered my entire collection. If you haven't watched that, I'll link it up in the eye here or here. I always forget. So I'm extra excited to dive into my collection. It's all nice and clean and organized. So before we get into it, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It means so much to me, and let's get to it. Start with complexion. I would like to try out the MAC Radiance Face and Body foundation again. I've only used this once. I've been on a kick with the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrops, so I'd like to try this again since it's almost roundup time. Also, my eye went straight to this. I want to use this under my foundation. I picked out Orbit 2. For my concealer, I'm going to use one of the Quo ones. I think that's a good color for me right now. For my powders, I'm just going to go with my Pat McGrath one, and for my face I wanted to give this one another shot, the MAC powder. I already know what blush I want. This is the blush I'm picking out, Little Lilac from M Cosmetics. For my highlighter, I'm gonna go for Nabla. I'm gonna use Amnesia. For bronzer, just waiting for one to pop out at me today. I do kind of want to use the Gucci one, just because I think that would look really nice. Yeah, you know what? This is the one that popped out at me. So I'm gonna use the shade 3 in the Gucci bronzer. For lips, I'm a little bit lost at what to do for this look. I'm just gonna pull out this Rare Beauty color to begin with. I feel like that'd be cute with the lilac cheeks and maybe eyes. If not that, maybe this from M Cosmetics. This section here is never for sure. I don't know what to do yet. So I'm just going to pause for a sec and continue on and maybe revisit this later on. For my eyeshadow palettes, I am going to pull out a few options. I might not use them all, but this for sure I know has a purple in it. Melt Cosmetics Radioactive. Might be a little bit on the gray side for what I'm thinking of, but I'll see. I'll pull it out anyways. This one I know for sure has a beautiful, beautiful lilac. I always pull this out every time I do a colorful look, but can you blame me? Like, look at that thing. Player 1 there. Perfect. And then over here I have a bunch of neutrals, maybe something in here. ColourPop singles. Not so much for what I'm doing today. Yep, I think that's it from here. Now coming in here, I definitely want to take this clay pot from Tarte. It's in the shade Prom Queen. I also might need an eyeliner. I've been really liking the Makeup by Mario ones. I've been using the brown ones a lot this week, but I'm gonna use the black. For mascara, I would like to use this one today. And for my bottom lashes, this one. And it suits the vibe as well. I'm just looking at these and maybe I could do something with them. I'm gonna take this one, this thing. So something's telling me to start off with my eyes today, so I did put on some of my Fenty eye primer, and I'm also going to put a couple dots of concealer just so that my shadow has something to stick to on the bottom. When I start with my eyes first, I always put concealer under here, and I kind of apply it in a sloppy manner because I usually always wipe after I'm done the eyes. Okay, let's do this. I'm taking a bit of a risk and I'm starting off with the Tarte Clay Pot Liner in Prom Queen, and these are really, really old. So I'm gonna see if these even blend out like eyeshadows anymore. Kind of nervous, but we'll see. This is the Smith 247 brush. I'm using this as a base because I wanted my eyeshadow to be as vibrant as possible. It's like a little bit patchy, but I think that's just because I went in with such a tiny amount of product. But I think it'll be okay for a base. Like, I'd be unhappy with that if it was like my entire layer. So now I'm going to dip into the Sugar Pill Fun Size palette, and I'm using that Player 1 shade, which is that beautiful, beautiful lavender purple. And I'm going to blend that into my crease. It's a little bit more pigmented than I was expecting, so I might have to add some of my translucent powder up in here to kind of help diffuse that. It's a little sharp for my liking, but I'm going to take that first brush again, the Smith 247, and I'm going to press this onto my lid. I'm going to take some of my Pat McGrath powder with this blending brush, and I'm going to soften up the edges. Okay, I just got an idea, so I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm going to take a pencil eyeliner. This is Makeup by Mario Master Pigment Pro Pencil in Super Black, and I'm taking a small angled brush. This is a Smith 203, the smaller of their angled brushes. And I'm going to create a simple eyeliner, and I'm just sketching this one out. This brush is a Smith 202. So this is where the idea comes into play. I pulled this out from Anastasia, the electric liner stack, and I'm going to take some of the white and scoop it out onto a little palette. I'm taking about that much to start with. So there we are, it's on there. Now I'm going to take some of the pink from the Radioactive palette, which is called Radioactive, and I'm going to scrape that right on top, and then I'm going to add some setting spray. I'm adding the Charlotte Tilbury one. So now I'm left with this puddle, and let's test the color. Oh yeah, so there we are. Perfect. Okay, that was really fun. I'm now going to trace the liner with this pink. I'm anchoring both of my elbows on my desk for extra support and stability. Pretty good, pretty good. Now I'm going to take a brush tip liner. I just grabbed a random one. This one's from MAC, and I'm just gonna sharpen up and even out the black portion. It's not exactly what I had in my head, but I do like it. So now for the bottom lash line, what am I doing? This is a ColourPop E29, and I'm taking the Tarte Clay Pot liner once again, but I'm not going to bring this all along the lower lash line. I'm just going to keep it right here to kind of define the outer corner, making sure it's nicely blended. And then I'm going to jump right into the Sugar Pill palette and take that Player 1 shade, just so it's softer in the inner corner. Cute. Okay, so I'm going to catch this eye up to speed real quick. I'll be right back. So here are both eyes done with eyeshadow. I was starting to get carried away with the mascara, but I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Air Volume Mega Mascara on my top lashes. And now I'm taking the M Cosmetics Pick Me Up for my bottom lashes. Okay, so here are the eyes all finished. I think it turned out pretty good. The liner is holding up nicely. I was worried that it was going to start cracking a bit, but it looks pretty good. It's a little bit patchy, but I mean, I just mixed eyeshadow into something else, created my own little product, but I think it turned out pretty fun. What do you guys think? Now let's continue on to the rest of my face. I was just looking at myself and I'm like, why do I look so weird? Because I haven't done the rest of my makeup yet. But let's do that. I'm taking some of my Becca Light Shifter Doing Tint in the shade Orbit 2, and I'm applying that on the high points of my face. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge to blend it. Okay, now I'm going to take my MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Foundation, and I'm using the shade N1. I'm going to try to apply it with my fingers this time. That looks beautiful today. Definitely applies better with fingers. Although I did really enjoy how it looked with this brush too. Works good either way in my books. I like the way that looks. So now I'm going to take some of my Quo Beauty concealer. I forget what shade I'm using. Oh, it says it right here. Beige N4. And once again, I'm going to take my e.l.f. sponge. I always have to concentrate so much harder when I do my eyes first so I don't smudge everything. Okay, that combo of things looks really, really good actually. I was worried that this concealer is going to be too full coverage with this vibe, but it actually looks very seamless and very, very good. So that's awesome. I'm now going to take some of my under eye powder, which I don't really need that much. I'm just gonna set right here. And I'm also using this to soften up the harsh line I created when I blended out my concealer. I feel like the center of my forehead might be a little bit shinier than I'm wanting, so I'm taking some of my MAC powder. I'm using the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder in the shade Medium, which doesn't look medium at all, it looks very light, but I'm gonna apply some right here. See how that looks with that? Okay, I don't super love the way that looks actually. I kind of regret putting that on there. It looks very texture enhancing. I'm going to not put that anywhere else on my face right now. So now it's bronzer time. I'm going to be using my Gucci Beauty one in the shade 3. I need to add some definition up in here. I look just eyes. That's all I see, eyes and a very blank face. I'm going to be using my Moda Pro Angled Blush Brush, and I have learned to go in with such a small amount because it is fairly pigmented. I'm going to go a little harder on my forehead since I got a lot of real estate up here. Okay, I see the look coming together. I wasn't sure there for a minute. Got a little quiet, but it's starting to develop here. I really enjoy this color. I feel like it makes me look tanned, and that's all I want right now. Okay, so now for highlighter, I chose the Nabla Amnesia Skin Glazing Highlighter. I haven't used this in a really, really long time, and I don't really know why. But I'm going to take a small Moda highlighter brush. This one I like to take some extra time to really polish it into the skin, because the more you blend this one, the more of a glass skin glow you get. And I'm also going to throw some of that in the inner corner before I forget. Oh, my nails are going to match this look perfectly. That was definitely not planned, for real, not planned. I like this a lot. Okay, so here we are for blush. I'm going to be using the M Cosmetics Serum Blush in the shade Little Lilac. I don't know if I've used this one on my channel before. I've used it in a couple Instagram posts, I know. And it's definitely been a long time since I have used this color, so I kind of forget what it looks like. So there is one little drop on there. I feel like that's going to suit the eye look perfectly. And I'm gonna apply it higher up on my cheeks. Yeah, I'm gonna use my finger. I'm actually going to take this brush so I get more precision. I found that I got some on my eye look there. This is a Quo Beauty foundation brush. It's definitely not a color I should have put on my nose. I don't know. Am I just not used to this color? You know what? It's cute. It's cute. It suits the look like really, really nicely. Now I'm just going to do my brows real quick, so please enjoy the brow intermission. Okay, so for lips, I wanted to swatch this Rare Beauty color again. This is the shade Energize. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's too pastel-y. Yeah, that's not what I is wanting. It's not. I'm going to try out the M Cosmetics one that I picked out. That is in the shade Angel. I think this lip liner might be good. This is the Pat McGrath Buff lip liner. I've never used this color before, so that's fun. Oh yeah, I really like how this blush ties in the purple, but the pink too. It's like a perfect in-between color. And now I'm going to put on this lip cushion. Let's hope this is a good match. Oh yeah, more sheer and hydrating. My lips are super dry today, so I think that's the perfect thing I could have done. So here is the look all complete. I'll let down my little front framing curls. Ooh, I really, really like how this turned out actually. I wasn't sure there for a few moments throughout this video, but I'm happy I carried through. I think this turned out really, really fun. I really like how I put to use those eyeliners to create this pink one. I'm going to have to keep that in mind for other fun looks in the future. Let me know what you guys think. I really like it. And especially with this yellow top, I just feel so colorful on this not so colorful overcast day. I love it. So with that being said, that is all from me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and found it fun and helpful. If you did, please give this video a like. It would help me out so very much. I'll make sure to link all of these products I used in the description down below as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.